Here's the truth. If you're broke in 2025, it's simply because you do not have the blueprint, and your friends are probably just as lost as you, and school is definitely never going to teach you what I'm going to teach you in this video. My name is Rivera. I'm 26 years old, and I went from working at an Amazon warehouse at 17 to by 23 being a multi-millionaire and buying my mom a house, buying a 24-unit apartment building, and basically retiring my whole family that came from Nicaragua to America when they were 18 years old. And in this video, I'm going to share with you guys what I would do if I was broke and I was starting from scratch. Now, the first thing that I would do is I would start surrounding myself with winners, because you are truly the average of the 5 people closest to you. So if you hang around with 4 losers, you're going to be the 5th one. If you hang around with 4 bums, you are the 5th one. If you hang around with 4 people that are fit and go to the gym, you are the 5th fit person. If you hang out with 4 people that are making money and that are striving for more success, you're going to be that 5th person doing that as well. For example, all of my friends wake up at 4 a.m. I wake up at 4 a.m. as well. All of my friends are ripped. I'm ripped as well. All of my friends are rich. I'm rich as well. And it's not a coincidence. Like I said, you are the average of the 5 people closest to you, and proximity truly is power. And it goes beyond just adopting the habits of the people closest to you, but it's like I have motivation from seeing the things that my friends do, from seeing the things that they're accomplishing, from seeing the things that they're sending in the group chat, right? Like we have friends in the group chat that are buying Ferraris, Lamborghinis, buying houses, doing things for their families. So I'm constantly motivated to do great things. Whereas before, back when I was broke, all my friends would send in the group chat is what bar they were going to go to on the weekend, whether someone wanted to smoke weed or not, like things that were not productive whatsoever and that weren't going to accelerate me in life whatsoever. So the first thing that I would do if I were you, especially if you're broke, is start surrounding yourself with winners, because you don't want that toxic advice and those vices and those invitations to do things that aren't going to put you in the right direction just in your head or just available to you at all. So surround yourself with winners, cut off your old friends, because they're either pulling you up and pushing you towards your goals or they're dragging you down. So do an audit on all your friends right now, see if they're taking you to your goals, and if they're not, cut them off. Next thing I would do is I would get hyper focused on a vehicle that's going to make me a lot of money. Most people don't make a lot of money because they're not even trying. They're not even in a vehicle that could potentially make them a millionaire, right? So for example, like if you're working at McDonald's, it doesn't matter how hard you work. You could be the best cook in the back, you could be the best manager, but simply that vehicle will not make you a lot of money, right? And I worked all these jobs. I used to work at Steak and Shake. I used to work at Panera Bread. I used to work at Dick's Sporting Goods. And no matter how good of an employee I was, which I was a terrible employee, but even if I was a good employee, it didn't matter because those vehicles weren't meant for you to be rich. Just like the school system wasn't created to teach you the information that I'm teaching you now, because if it was, there would be a lot more millionaires created from traditional education than there are now, which, this is a fun fact, most millionaires now are actually self-made and self-educated, because this information, like I said, isn't being taught in schools. So I would get into a vehicle that can actually allow you to be rich. Do your research. What industries are creating the most millionaires, right? Financial services, real estate, e-commerce. There's many industries out there that actually have proven to create tons of successful people. Hyper focus on one of those. For me, it was e-commerce. I started when I was 18 years old. I literally had $400 to my name. And the reason why I liked e-commerce, which is just a fancy way of saying selling products online, is because it allowed me, a kid that only had $400 and a laptop, to create a business that could now make me $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month, all from the comfort of my home. And I'm not talking about creating my own brand or creating a revolutionary product. All I was doing was buying products in bulk from big brands like Sony, Tide, Dr. Bronner, brands like that you see in Target and Walmart, buying those products in bulk directly from the brands or distributor at a discount, and then reselling them for retail on Amazon. That simple business that I created just with my laptop allowed me to get to the point where I am at today. And that was the business that I decided to hyper focus on for the past 6 years. And it's created tremendous success for me. And I encourage you, that doesn't have to be the business that you pick. but I encourage you to hyper focus on something that actually has potential to catapult you to the life that you want to live. Now, the next thing that I would do is I would leverage AI. AI has taken the world by storm, and it's made a lot of things way easier, right? Like now you can actually even use AI in my industry, e-commerce, to find products for you. For example, there's AI softwares like Scan Profit that it's literally a mobile app on your phone that allows you to scan the barcodes of any product, because every product has a barcode on it, and it'll literally tell you if that product is profitable to sell on Amazon or not. Like it'll literally tell you exactly how many units it's selling per month, exactly how much it's gonna cost you at the store, and exactly how much profit you're gonna make selling it on Amazon. It gives you all the details. That stuff was not available when I started selling on Amazon. I had to do everything the hard way. So leverage AI, find how AI can help you make money in whatever industry it is that you choose to pursue, because I guarantee you there is technology, there is AI out there that can make all of the work way easier for you. And if you're young and savvy, or even if you're old but you're savvy, which you should be if you're broke, then use AI, because it will make everything much simpler, easier, and faster for you. Now, the next thing I would do is build your credit, okay? I actually messed up my credit when I was like 20 years old because I couldn't pay off my Amex card due to a failed business that I had. But I didn't give up. You know, I kept going. Eventually things worked out, but I did have like a 500 credit score for the longest. So I invested in a credit repair company, and I was able to go from a 500 credit score to a 700 plus. Now, here's a couple tips if you want to fix your credit. Add some trade lines to it, because one of the things that determines whether your credit score is good or not, one of the major things is credit history. So like, or credit age, my bad. Credit age. So how long have you had a credit profile? And you know, you may only have had one for 2-3 years, but you can actually buy trade lines of people that have had a credit card or a credit profile for 20-30 years, and you can add that credit age to your credit profile, which will significantly boost your credit score. Another way of increasing your credit score is deleting and removing those late payments that you may have, or those inquiries. And you can do that by going to the cfpb.gov website and disputing those things for them being inaccurate, if they're inaccurate on your credit profile. Again, I would probably hire just a credit repair company to do all this for you, but those are just a couple tips for you to manually do it yourself. So again, I was able to go from a 500 credit score to a 700 plus. And the reason why that was beneficial to me is because in the space that I'm in, selling products online, the more products that you buy, the more products that you can sell. So you're just able to make more money. For example, if I buy 100 units of a product that I scan with Scan Profit, and I know for a fact that I can make $2 per unit, once I sell those, I make $200, right? But what if I could buy 10,000 units of that product, and I know for a fact that I'm gonna sell it out, right? Why not buy the 10,000? Maybe I don't have enough money to buy the 10,000, but if I'm able to tap into credit lines to where money isn't an issue anymore, I'm able to tap into other people's money, OPM, then that allows me, even if I have low cash, to buy those 10,000 units, and instead of making $200, I make $20,000, okay? And that's how I was able to scale my business. Even though I didn't have a lot of cash, I fixed my credit, I got access to credit lines, credit cards, business loans, and I wasn't scared to buy tons of units, thousands of units, because using AI softwares like Scan Profit, I was able to confidently know that what I was buying was going to make me money. So leverage credit. It's not just gonna help you in this business, but it helps you in everything in life as well. You know, getting approved to the apartment you wanna go to, buying a house, getting into real estate, pretty much any business out there, credit will help you in some way, shape, or form. So invest into getting your credit right. And the next thing is, don't quit. And that might sound cliche, but a lot of people give up too soon on their dreams, right? Think about how long you've been working at the job that you're at right now. You know, some of you guys watching this right now, you may have been working that job 5, 6, 7 years now, but you go and start that business and you don't see results day 30 and you're already ready to quit. But you've been working at a job for years that is not going to provide you that dream life that you want to live in. So remember that, shift your perspective. When I started my business, I actually dropped out of college, and my mindset was at that time, everyone my age is going to graduate in 4 years and then have to go and apply for a job. So I'm not going to let 1 month of making no money discourage me. I'm not even gonna let 1 year of making no money discourage me, because it would have taken me 4 years to graduate and get a job anyways. So I'm gonna give this business my all these next 4 years, and I'm gonna give myself 4 years to make $1, because it's the same thing as if I were to go to college, right? It would have taken me 4 years to make $1. So a lot of you guys have to shift your perspective and really dedicate time to building a real business and making money. Now, I'm not saying that it's gonna take you 4 years, because it definitely shouldn't take you that long, especially if you're learning from people that have already been where you want to be. My biggest mistake that I made when I started was I didn't have a mentor, I didn't have a coach to kind of show me the way. But you guys watching this video, you know, you're able to connect with people that are in a position that you want to be in, people like me, people like all the other people on YouTube that have done the things that you want to do. So implement the strategies of people that have gone where you want to go. Don't get discouraged along the way, because failure is just a part of the process, right? As long as you fail, but you learn from that L, you didn't really fail. You just learned. You learned another way that it doesn't work. And eventually you're gonna fail so much that you've learned every single way that doesn't work, and you find out the way that actually works, okay? So do not get discouraged on the journey. You have to develop thick skin. You have to develop a bulletproof mindset, because the mindset shift always comes before the income shift. And most people quit way too soon before they see any success. So here is the bonus tip, guys. You need to believe in yourself, okay? Like, you need to have faith that this is going to work. The more positive you are, the more likely you will have a positive outcome. You can't be negative and expect positive, okay? Like, it's not gonna work. Your mind is literally the cause, and your outside world is the effect. So whatever your subconscious mind believes is true is going to be true. If you believe that the business is gonna be hard, guess what? It's gonna be hard. If you believe that you are an unlucky person, then guess what? You're gonna be an unlucky person forever. But if you believe that this is going to be your breakthrough, if you believe that this is gonna be the business that sets you free, if you believe that this is the right information, this is the only information that you need to go and get to the next level, then it will be that. Because whatever you convince yourself that is true, you know, it's going to reflect in your real life. So make sure that you have faith, because without faith, you're not gonna get anywhere. And if you don't have faith, that means you have fear. And in my 26 years of being alive, fear has never done anything for me. So believe in yourself. You can do this. I literally did this from scratch. And if you want more help than just a video, you want to actually work with me directly, I actually host 5-day mentorships where I coach you for 90 minutes a day for 5 days. And I take you from a complete beginner to an expert in those 5 days. I host these every single week. If you want to attend the next one, go ahead and click the link in the description down below and register for that 5-day event. I would love to see you there. And on average, we've been seeing a lot of people by day 3 already making money with their online business. And on day 4, we actually show them how to get access to credit lines like how I talked about in this video. Appreciate you guys for watching this video. If you want to see something else from me on this channel, I'm taking YouTube very seriously this year. Comment down below and let me know what you want to see next. I would love to, you know, make a video based on your video idea. And with that being said, guys, if you like the video, like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you on the next video.